beats. Beats. We are known by beats. So, on behalf of the family, the Jabba family, you are today Tete.
It's very difficult unless you've gone through that process of discovery. It's very difficult. It's like being in the dark, all your life. You're in a room. You don't know which way is forward. You don't know which way is back. Forward is the future. Backwards is your past. But because it's dark, you neither go forwards nor back. But when you suddenly sort of strike a match, and the whole room lights up, I mean, it's sort of a glow inside, and that's how it felt to me. And unless you've experienced it, it's very difficult to connect with that. But discovery,
Well, I feel like I'm experiencing a bit of it now. And I was fortunate enough to see some pictures of you on that trip. And I have to say, they look a lot like you, don't they?
They do. There is one particular cousin that I have who looks very similar to the person I'm supposed to call uncle over there. It is interesting because most Ghanaians are, very dark. The Jabbas, however, have certain characteristics which very similar to family, in Jamaica. Yes. Down to the fold in the back of the head.
Oh, let me see the fold. Let me see the fold. Yeah, oh my gosh, I can see it.
When I saw that, then I knew I'd arrived home. Because
you certainly looked at home.
A family trait.
Yes,
yeah.
You looked at home when I saw you looking like them, dancing and singing.
Oh yeah. It's a very moving experience, and something that a few people have experienced, and something that I'll never experience again in that way. So yeah.
It's a great thing that you've written your new book that shortcuts the process, so someone else doesn't have to spend 20 years to get to their own personal African history. What's that book about?
It's written as a guide to researching African, Caribbean ancestry and connections with the Caribbean. So that doesn't necessarily relate to Africans. It can be Europeans looking for that connection. And it's really, the process of going about that search, where to look, the sources of information, how to talk to the elders about researching your roots, because talking to the elders is not the easiest thing if you're trying to get information from them, and there are certain techniques that you can deploy when doing that. It's also trying to give a sort of brief history of all the islands, because you cannot do this kind of research without having some kind of appreciation of local history. So it also gives some information about sources yet to be discovered. That's why I've called it, I'm sort of seeing it as the secrets of researching your roots. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Is there, if you had 30 seconds to tell somebody how they could do what you did, just with a few pointers, what would you say?
The first thing is to talk to the elders, because when the elders pass on, they take the book that is in their memories with them, and you will never get that information again. So the first place is always elders. It doesn't have to be the elders in the family, it can be elders who knew elders in the family. Because what you find, and this is one of the secrets if you like, that friends of the family are more willing to sort of give up information about key members than the members of the family themselves. So that's very important. Exhaust that route. Once you've done that, then you can begin to look at the sources of information. And what we're talking about is the National Archives and places like that.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Paul Crooks. It's been a pleasure to discuss this with you.
Okay, thank you.